One and all, we are in the creative preview, but you didn't expect to see this. It's time for some HRE gaming. Sassy wants to test out the new kid on the block, the Black Riders. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, this is hype. So, Crackety is still going for the Knights Templar. He's been honing this. This is one of his earlier games. Sass, probably going to have a competitive edge here for being real, guys. He's playing a Civ that's already been iterated, figured out, knows the builds, etc. But it's not because Sass is a sweat lord like Cal was in custom games yesterday, where he kept picking Civs he knew. Yes, I'm judging you, Cal. The reason here is actually this Civ does have something new. It's got gunpowder cavalry. This is going to be cool. I'm excited for this. Okay. So, how does Crackety want to try and approach this? Like, you must be getting this game and realizing what Sass wants to do. You need to play momentum, because the reality is this could be a fast castle build, and if it is, Regnit's relics are going to be the primary target. So, Crackety, I know he's a big fan of the Kingdom of France. I guess he holidays there. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes for it in this game. It's actually not a bad idea, because it gives you a way of aggroing on. Thoughts on the new mini chapels? I haven't read the patch notes. Whoops. Is that the fact that monasteries can buff around them, I'm guessing? It's a pretty cool thing. I think it's going to maybe offer up some mine work potential now. Like, there's still a trade-off of population, etc., instead of having Archon, but definitely an interesting addition. I think it's a good change. Because the other thought is, like, although there's probably going to be a lot of people that use the mini chapels at home, you can technically use the mini chapels abroad. And what I mean by that is you can use them to buff gold in the mid-map, etc. It's not necessarily a campy addition. How are we looking on sheep ball? Pretty even. Sass is eating more, but that's to be expected. And screw the mini Archon. It's time for the big Archon. Indirectly buffs mine work. That's the point. Because, like, you can go back for smaller versions of Archon. Like I said, there's still a trade-off, but the trade-off is different. In the late game before, it could feel rough because you're like, I'm going to build all these prelates. I'm going to buff only, 8 villages at a time. Woohoo! But now, with the mini Archons, you can potentially buff double that count per prelate. And Sass is genuinely just going 2TC into FC, I think. Alright, we'll speed up for the other game here just to get out of the Dark Age, especially with the intent. Kingdom of France is going to be coming on the other side, so Crackety is looking to be pedal to the metal. The reason why Sass is going for 2TC actually makes a lot of sense. If you're trying to rush Black Riders here, Black Riders may sound giga strong, broken, whatever you want to say, but 2 caveats. One is you require Imperial Age. 2 is that you are going to require castles. Remember, the Black Riders, the new gunpowder cavalry, have their population attached to the amount of castles. Just don't gather it up. He's going to get the deer shove in. Probably looking for a TC drop towards the gold, so if Sass could, like, just shove these deer in, it'd be perfect. What's the Black Rider counter? Crossbowman, I think. Because Black Riders are heavy cavalry. So your best bet is realistically crossbows. Crossbows plus spears. Because Black Riders have a unique ability that lets them run and gun, but it only allows them to shoot in the direction they're looking. So if you go crossbowman and they run and gun, they might just plow into you. But if you have spears, they can't. Second TC coming in. We do get the deer shove we talked about. Nicely done. Nicely marked by Sass. Crackety going to try to lame some deers. It's not going to work out. We'll at least push one away. Unfortunately, the gold is still so far away. I understand why Sass done this. I think it's the moment the scout arrived. He understood the Chevalier. We're going to be following this up. So, Confrère Chevalier have arrived. Or Chevalier Confrère. These are the discount French knights that you got sent from France. Because they wouldn't give you the real ones. Oh, nice pull on the prelate, by the way. Trying to save a villager's life. Unfortunately, ran too far away. But that's a diving Chevalier. That's dead. Even kiss the shivs out. Pretty much dead. Even if you get... Oh, okay, definitely dead. And Crackety has got serious... Oh, no. Kind of feels like maybe a style mismatch here. Because we know Crackety's been playing Eco Boomy with this Civ. I feel like if this was Corvinus, he'd probably fare better against what Sass is doing here. Because you can technically all in the 2TC type approach. You just need to be going for it straight away. Whereas Crackety is usually going for greed. And that is... What kind of greed is that? Hello? What? So this is not going to be the 2TC strategy from Crackety. It's going to be a forward keep drop to secure the sacred site. That's also going to allow him to get more pilgrims going. And we've already got archers to follow us up. Okay, so this gives him a fallback point with the extra range. I don't really know if this is worth it this early. 7-minute fortress drop is kind of crazy. We have got a spearman on the way. These should not be quick enough to stop it from going up, though. I did not have this on my bingo card, for legitimately. I didn't think he was going to fortress drop the center of the map. We'll just have to start step villager away, but construct will be quick enough that he should survive. Okay, so firm handshakes. He has protected the pilgrims, and also this is going to add additional ones in. So next spawn in 3 seconds will be 2 instead of 1. So basically doubling his gold. Payoff is pretty brutal though, because you get 103 at this range. That means you need 9 minutes for this fortress to have paid for itself, technically. Which is why you want to find additional uses. Love this from Crackety, by the way. What a noob. He didn't build a lumber camp. Guys, you don't need lumber camps when you play as KT. This is the thing that we were highlighting is very interesting about the Civ, and I think like there's some quirky outpost rush plays, some proxy-based plays that make a lot of sense. Other Civs don't like doing those type of plays, but because when you pull a villager out there, unless you want to invest in a lumber camp or a mill or something, you're going to have to walk them home. But for KT, you save 50 wood on that one villager's investment. Feels much, much better. And it's actually even better than that, because a reminder, when you gather from wood, you can see on the food, you actually accrue it as a secondary resource. So, yes, from tree cutting, you get a nice little sliver of food. Because they like eating... Crackety, no! Crackety, no! This is illegal! No! No! Not again! No! Bad boy! Bad... Oh, no. Someone get the squirty water bottle. Okay, so Crackety's doing this for a reason. Fortresses offer up a very unique perk to Knights Templar. Your wall segments have arrow slits. You heard me correctly. Legitimately, the moment these stone walls are built, they are already upgraded towers. It kind of sucks with this play, though, because of the influence. I think you can extend the influence if you keep building a stone wall, though. Is that maybe the intent? He's got 1 on stones, not in a rush. There is going to be a rush on the other side, though. So we've got the Regnets coming we talked about. And this is what we're talking about with Black Riders, guys. So this is the unit that Sass is very clearly rushing. 150 food, 150 gold. It is a heavily armored gunpowder cavalry unit. Very powerful. But, as you can see there, you can only build 5 per castle. So the prerequisite to even building any of these is you need to either get a 900 stone investment building, or you need to spend 3,600 resources building an Elsbach. It's, I actually think, quite reasonable. They've said they took it out because it was OP. What was OP? What, building stone walls and feudal? They never said they took it out. They should have taken it out. Like, at this stage, competitive play has been playing for over 4 years with the no stone walls and feudal rule. I think 4 years should be a very fair point to finally say, oh yeah, no, this just makes sense as a default rule. A default rule. Haha, not wall. Oh, the extended influence. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, but it kind of looks funky because he kind of got extended influence. Like, technically, if he builds a piece of stone wall here, I think it actually would get the additional... Sass is going to go for a lot of aggro, so Knight's on the way. But this is only because he's paranoid about being contested on the flanks, going for relics. Crackety has at least blocked 1 relic here, in theory, the fortress drop. Pilgrim Mass is building. We're up to 3 now. And it looks like Crackety is building towards castle. Don't think he's going to be quick enough to stop all this. HRE on the backside has at least been able to find a few worker kills. It looks like Sass did try to sneak out onto the stone. But one night will put an end to that. So cute little raid. Honestly, I'm a little bit bummed out we didn't get a proxy archery base. You had all these villagers out on this wood. This would have been a perfect area to set up a base. Because now the problem is it's taking you twice the distance to get troops here. What does the stone wall do? It shoots you in the face. Every single one of these tiles has an arrow slit placed. I'm just going to bluntly say, I don't know why every single tile needed to have, like, make it reasonable. Maybe every other tile, or maybe have, like, a unit has to be on the wall for that to work. But, yes, every single one of these has an arrow slit placement. Nice Templar. They like their castles. Ooh, yes. Okay, this is cool. This is the first time we've got to see Genoa in the hands of a pro. Republic of Genoa tech is coming in. This is the one that gives you access to the fabled Genoan crossbows. Very powerful unit. They are somewhere between a standard crossbowman and a gilded crossbowman. They get bonus damage specifically against melee infantry, so not even armored specific. And they have 21 base damage with a slower attack speed and better range. Wait, dude. You've done these walls a little bit early, Crackety. Come on. So once again, he is getting the influence. The fortress influence isn't just from fortresses. It's also from the TC. So this is like unrateable. Okay, honestly, like I really believe. And hold on a sec. We've got, there we go. Cistercian Abbey is on the way. Remember, this is the one that allows you to get your mini Archon Chapels. In fact, I believe it works on the Regnants as well. I have to double check though. Yep. Gives the buff. I don't know what the AoE is specifically. I'd imagine it's something like this. Wait, he's going L's back. Oh my god. Okay, so Sass isn't just greeting because he doesn't need to. He's already 2 TC. He wants the immediate access to the Black Riders. And obviously the discount got nerfed on Palace Swipe. It's lower than it was before. Oh, Crackety has no clue what's about to hit him. Really, the Genoese crossbowmen are not a counter to Black Riders. In fact, they're already struggling with the knights. If it wasn't for the spears, they'd really be dead. And there you go. There's the stats we talked about. So notice the attack speed is worse. Instead of 2.1, it's 2.62. They are also slugs. Remember what I told you guys in a previous game? Teutonic Knights plus Genoesian crossbows is the slowest moving 2-unit comp you can imagine of something that is not Siege. Okay. So tech up complete. Sass just needs to sort his food and gold a bit, and we should be getting... Boom! There we go! Black Riders are about to hit the field. Crossbows counter to Black Rider, no? No, because Genoese crossbows are not standard crossbows. They have high base, but if you think about the cost of these, like, they are very expensive. You're paying 175 resources, so it's usually 180. Because you went France, you get a slight discount. It's like, ideally, it's just better to build crossbows. Because crossbow mass, like, they're going to be 11 base and then 9 bonus, instead of being 21. But they're going to be cheaper and attack quicker. Yeah. Black Riders are not going to be countered by this. Crackety is in trouble. We also do have additional keep drops on the way, if I'm not mistaken. Does he already have one? No. He's queued up 4 Black Riders. His limit should be 5 at this stage. No? Wait, what? He only has 1 keep. How's he... Oh, it's 8 from Els... Oh, I actually didn't glance that detail. Yeah, you get 8 instead of 5. That's crazy. Okay, yes, Elsbach did get buffed while Palza Swabby got nerfed. Alright, that's crazy in combination. Here are the boys. Look at them rock and roll. 45 damage, heavily armored, And this carousel ability allows them to go faster and attack while closing the distance on targets. We might even see it here. Does he dive? I mean, you're 225 HP. I feel like you dive. You're basically a knight in terms of effective HP. Whoa, he does use the carousel. Oh, dude, he's being so cheesy with it. Yeah, because you can run away, quickly turn around, run away, and you still shoot. Because the difference there, like, why it's kind of efficient is if you go for a normal shot, you're going to stop, aim, shoot. He skips that by using carousel. That's so freaking dirty. Damn, son. We brought all the Daka. And you know what, guys? He's clearly an Orc main in Warhammer 40k because he painted it red to go faster. Crackly's in desperation mode. He's like, please, more walls. If I have just enough arrow slits, he will die. Not really. And I think he's building more castles. Oh my god, he is. So reminder, each castle is going to add another 5 slots. So you can now go up to 13 rather. There's no lumber camp upgrade. Get lumber camp upgrade for free. My understanding with KT is the Knights Templar has by default a baseline 20% better gathering rate of wood. And I think the trade-off is thus in the late game they miss out compared to other cities. 8 each? Wait, does it buff every key? I thought it was just the Elsbach. Oh my god, you're right. Yeah, I should have double read. In fairness, we said we were going to do like the patch note read later. Okay, yeah, actually, like, Elsbach is insane now. Like, 2TC Elsbach is actually kind of crazy now that I think about it. That's a ridiculous ramp up. What the hell? Okay, Ambitious Dive is going to get punished here. Didn't respect the arrow slits in the TC. Didn't really get many villager kills, but remember, Sass is 2TC. Crackety's only 1. This just feels like he's in survival mode right now. Crazy that Sass was given 4 relics behind this. He can just afford so many of these. So at this stage, we're talking about Elsbach plus 1 keep. He can afford to go up to 16 Black Riders. Sass has got Tithe Barns coming in though, guys. This is a really big deal. This is why the Regnit's relic block would have been really crucial here for Crackety. Because now, over time, this count is just going to keep surging. And it's already getting more ridiculous. We've got Biology queued up. Biology plus ranged armor. Crackety's just trying to get into Imperial. What could save him here? Ooh, Condottieri are kind of intriguing, but I don't think they're quick enough. So Condottieri, they are the 2-handed swordsmen that take less damage from gunpowder units and do more damage to them. In theory, it's the counter unit. The problem is they're too slow. So, like, maybe you just go for Kingdom of Poland. That gives you a very, very big initial charge in. I also just realized how kind of keck Black Riders are, because I'm pretty sure they are the only heavily armored unit that gets countered by foot. Theoretically, anyway. Right? I don't think there's any others in the game. Imagine HRE by Archer Rangers, right? Like, I played Knights Templar in free-for-all. And I was trying to do everything I could to resist building them. Because it's just like, it just feels wrong. I'm the Knights Templar. Why am I building archery rangers? Oh, that's true. Azutsu. They would be double 1, yes. Well remembered. Sadly, we never see them anymore. And the madman's doing it. We've got Republic of Venice. Oh, this kind of sucks, though. He hasn't got a great marketplace. Ideally, you want to get the traders as well. The traders are Zumas. Oh my god, the pilgrims. Not like this. It's okay. They're too fast for their own good. Maybe. Oh, no. He's turning. I don't know. I'm getting a funny feeling already. Carousel's probably going to get nerf drama. It lasts so long. It's a 30-second buff with no negative. I don't know, man. I think what they'll probably have to do with Carousel is turn it into... Is it Carousel or Caracol? I think Carousel's right. Probably Caracol. I think with this ability, what they're probably going to have to do is debuff your movement speed substantially after it runs out. So it should be 10% faster, fire while moving ahead of you. And then, when it ends, your movement speed gets reduced by 40%. for 15 seconds. Or something like that. I got a feeling that may end up becoming necessary. Oh my god, how many castles now, dare I ask? 3? Oh, he can build 32 of these. And this is the condottieri. So Krakeny, he's making the right call. These guys look freaking fabulous. I actually love them in teal. So these guys take 20% less damage from any gunpowder, and they also do double damage against gunpowder. Decent attack speed. Movement speed is pretty good at 1.44. But remember what I said, like, technically your opponent should be able to kite you. So 1.79 movement speed when he activates the character. I don't even know why we're building crossbows at this stage. Just build more of these. Also counter siege, by the way. Actually, ooh. Oh, that's crazy. Wait, do they get triple damage against siege? Because bombards and culverins, etc. are gunpowder, but they're also siege. I have to double check the tag. Tags matter a lot. I'm trying to remember if they had... Yeah, oh my god, dude, they do triple damage. That's sick. So condottieri are like one of the best counters to siege weapons in the game. That's so cool. Triple damage against Imperial siege weapons. I don't think they're going to get to touch anything. Oh my god. It's so many. Rounding these up balanced because they're 300 resources each. X, D. That's the line formation. It's going to chase down. Oh my god, he's just trying to run him over at this stage. Condottieri just getting peeled like a potato. I just don't see how he holds on here. Genoese crossbowmen are not good tanks either. The only upside right now is there's so many Black Riders, they are overkilling. The downside is now there's nothing left really for them to kill. Culverins are arriving. Poor Condottieri. It's not their game. I think these are going to be sick in late game against China, by the way. Condottieri late game against China with mass hand cannoneers is going to be sick because you can gap close them. And like they have decent base stats, so in theory they can contest things like spear, mass, frontline well. Oh, actually, yeah, like Krakeny's composition is going to be sick against China in general. Like his choice to go into Genanoa and then into Venice will be really, really strong against China. Not so strong against this, though. Black Riders. Let me know what you guys think. Your first preview of them in a 1v1. They look strong.